Hi, my name is Dylan Rewoldt. I've been with Briggs & Stratton for 5 years. I've been in the industry for 11. I'm the Director of Sales for North America Utility Engines. We sell engines primarily to OEMs in the segment, mostly commercial OEMs. Our team is broken up into really 4 different segments. So we've got construction, pretty self-explanatory, small to medium-sized construction equipment. Industrial products, so that's your pressure washers, air compressors, and paint sprayers, hydraulic power packs. That's a very broad segment. Then we've got chore and agricultural, which is a lot of landscaping product and kind of agricultural type products, a lot of stump cutters, forestry type equipment. And then you've got your fun category, which is also known as recreation. So that's made up mud boat motors. We do a lot in that segment. So that's marine, kind of long tail fishing boats, primarily for very low water level areas, so swamps and whatnot for fishing. We do really, really well in that segment. We actually have about 95% market share with all those different manufacturers. In that segment, we also do a lot in utility vehicles. So a lot in kind of your sub 25 mile per hour kind of utility, entry-level utility UTV products. So we've had a lot of growth over the last few years. Really the last 8 years is when we've really taken off in sort of this segment with utility, gained a lot of new placement. 2022, 2023, we've gained a lot of different placements and some key customers. These are just a few of the different logos that I'm sure a lot of people recognize. You've probably seen them out at your dealers, out in the marketplace. One in particular that I'll mention on here that we're really excited about is that new Toro utility cart that actually uses our new Vanguard 400 EFI ETC engine. So really excited about that. Great response in the marketplace from that product. Another big one too is Karcher. We've done a lot with Karcher and Hotsy over the last couple of years. Really excited about that placement. Miller welders. The first time we've actually had a V-twin in a Miller welder product. So you'll see that across the US. That is sold into Tractor Supply under the Hobart brand. And that's a truck mounted welder there. Wacker, some really good placement with Wacker on their reversible plate compactors and plate compactors. So very excited about that. You can see that utility vehicle down there, American Landmaster. We've done business with them for quite some time. We got new placement with them this last year for a Vanguard 23 horse EFI engine. So some really good stuff there. So as far as really looking into 2024 and what we're focused on, what our team is focused on going out and getting new business, there's really 2 brand new engines that we're focusing heavy on. Obviously, we launched the Vanguard 400 EFI ETC engine in 2023. We've got a lot of new placement with that engine. As I just mentioned, Toro is one of them. Got a couple other new placements there. Really great response from that. In 2024, June, we actually finally start production on the Vanguard 310 horse. So as you all know, we've had the 160 cc, the 200 cc, and the 400 cc in the marketplace here for the last few years. The last one in that lineup to complete it is really the Vanguard 300. So Vanguard 300 is a direct drop-in replacement for, say, a GX 270 or a Kohler CH 270 as well. Really excited about that. A lot of the OEMs that we do business with really have been asking for a complete lineup in our single cylinders. So working with some different OEMs now to do some testing and get it approved, but production will start in June of 2024. So we should start seeing that at Power Distributors probably towards the end of 2024. So really excited to hear the response, from your dealers and whatnot around that. So, again, as we look at 2024, we're really focused on a few different key areas. One of them in particular, as I mentioned, is this new engine lineup. The other one too, we've got a big block improvement project, a starter upgrade for our big blocks, which I'm sure some of the product management folks will talk about today. And really, working with our OEMs, they've struggled a lot through the last few years, obviously, like a lot of people with COVID, and right-sizing their business with inventory and product management. Looking into the future with different areas that are a little bit more challenging to navigate. For example, you've got California, which is moving to a zero emissions for sub 810 cc engines in 2024. So there's been a lot of focus from our different OEMs and what their plan is in California and for the future for emissions, whether that's electrification or more advanced engine systems and whatnot to kind of combat some of those regulations here in the U.S. as well as around the world that people are focused on. The other thing that we're doing a lot too is we're working with a lot of our OEMs actually switching on the big blocks from carbureted to EFI. We're finally starting to see more penetration in the marketplace with EFI and acceptance around it. So it's really exciting to see because we're getting some more OEMs that are starting to install their engines using CAN and communicate more information back to the manufacturer and really the use of the product. So really great stuff. I do want to thank everybody at Power Distributors because all of the growth that we've gotten through the last few years has really reflected from what Power Distributors team has done out in the field. Support is our #1 priority as a company. And it will continue to be more and more important as we move forward, especially in the utility market because we sell engines to so many different products in that segment, in the different segments on products that don't fit your kind of what you would consider your typical power equipment dealer, right? There's a lot of power equipment dealers that service primarily lawnmowers and smaller equipment. So I really want to thank everybody at Power Distributors for working with different dealers across the country, really set up dealers that focus on larger equipment, whether that's the marine industry, the utility vehicle industry, the construction products. I know certainly in the 5 years that I've been at Briggs & Stratton, I've seen our dealer network for Vanguard drastically improve and expand. And I certainly get a lot of good information from our OEMs around that. So yeah, I want to thank everybody and excited for 2024. And if anyone has any questions or wants to connect, feel free to reach out and shoot me an email or give me a call. I would be happy to talk with anybody. So, all right, have a great one. Thank you.